I'm going to be brainstorming some ideas of what you can draw for Inktober, and the prompt today is scrape. If you don't know what Inktober is, then have a look in the description below. So a scrape is like where you scrape your knee or that kind of injury where it's like quite a shallow injury. I was thinking maybe you want to draw someone when they're in the process of getting scraped. So maybe they're falling over or they're in a fight with someone. And then they fall over or they scrape their knee. Maybe they're playing a sport. Like in rugby, soccer, netball, you get lots of scrapes in all of those often. Yeah, especially if you draw someone diving to get a ball, because when they dive to get a ball, then they're that's often a time where you get a little scrape. Or a big scrape, you never know. You could also do, when you're saying maybe you're trying to come up with an idea, but you're just really not, you're trying to think of something and you're oh yeah, I'm scraping my mind for ideas. But then you could also be scraping in order to do art. So maybe you're carving and then you're scraping a design into an artwork. Maybe it's an ornamental carving. Or you're doing ceramics or pottery, and then you're scraping maybe in that kind of pattern, and you're trying to create the texture of hair. So you could draw someone who, an artist who is carving, or you could do a drawing of the carving itself, or you could draw someone doing ceramics, or a bunch of different pots and whatnot right next to each other, and they've all got different scraped patterns in them. I also think of when you've got you've got something that's cooked onto the fry pan or the oven or something, and you're using a spatula or a scraper or something to get off the cooked burnt food. So maybe you could draw some food cooked onto a fry pan, and then which kind of implies that you need to scrape it off. Or you could draw something as well, which is a tool for scraping it off, like a spatula. Or you could draw a car that's scraping against another car, or scraping against a pole or something. And then you could draw the driver in the car. You draw the car and then you see the driver's face and they're oh no, they've got that look of despair on their face because they just realized they've scraped it. And maybe you want to do it a really nice car, or maybe you want to think of it a really expensive, Ferrari or Porsche or McLaren or something, and you have a big scrape in it. Or maybe you want to do a dinged up other kind of car. Okay, those are my ideas for scrape. Let me know of what your ideas are in the comments below. Thank you for watching, and I'll see you next time.